Chat. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mariners fans, unite and rejoice for the signing of an actual major leaguer. Donovan Solano is a Seattle Mariner. I have wanted Donovan Solano. I think probably, people are going to say this, a couple off seasons in a row. I have wanted him as a veteran presence, dude that just hits. I've wanted him for a minute, and I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. Who is this guy? John Stamps. Who is this guy? That's Donnie frickin' Barrels to you, okay? 5'9", 37-year-old from Barranquilla, Colombia, and all he does is hit, bro. That's all he does. Holy, we did something? Facts, David. Facts. That's Donnie Barrels to y'all, okay? What do you know about Donnie Barrels? Oh, Lucario with the $2 Umbreon. There it is. There's Umbreon. I'm ecstatic. And I get that, it's a one-win player. He's 37. He probably isn't going to play great defense. I don't care. I love Donovan Solano. I am so jazzed. Been a consistent above 100 WRC plus or OPS plus guy since 2019. His only down year was in 2022 with Cincinnati, where he posted a 99 OPS plus, but he only played in 80 games. Every other time, it's above a 1 win, above a 100 to 110 OPS plus, pretty much, and he hits for a good average. He doesn't need to slug a ton. He has a little bit here and there, but like, dude, I'm ecstatic. Are we back, user error? Dude, we might be back. Where do you think he plays? Lemon Pug. Third base a little bit. He can play a little bit second base, but he can also mainly play first base. I assume he'll be like in a platoon type situation with Luke Raley. Potentially, but he will hopefully not be playing anything other than first. Listen, what do you know about third baseman Donovan Solano? What do you know? What do you know? How did he do there last year? 2024 third base. He had 251 innings at third and didn't make an error, Dorian. What are you talking about? 251 innings at third, didn't make an error. I'm just saying, put him at third, brother. Put him at third. Let's say hi to some people really quick. Spencer, Wang Chung, Seattle Chris, Taco, Yeti, Brian, Robert, David, Dedara, Joe. You posted on the video earlier about this live. Good work. Happy to bring it to you, dog. Happy to bring it to you. Donald, John, Choom, Edgar, another David, Patrick, Army Men. What's up, bro? Seahawks 12th man. How you feel about Anthony Santander to add along? Listen, I don't want to get my hopes up, but that'd be fun. Get Turner next. Patrick Morehouse, get Turner next. I feel like they'd be a little redundant, if I'm being honest with you, unless they really do think Donovan Solano can play more third. But I feel like first base is where he should be mainly playing. That's where he mainly played in 2023 with the Twins. I feel like that'll be where he gets the bulk of his innings with the Mariners, personally. But Chad, what's good? Called it. Seriously gave up 3 weeks ago. Hey, man, sometimes you got to see it till the end, bro. Got to see it till the end. Thank you for the shout out. Of course, Yeti, of course. -2 outs above average. Don't talk about it. That stat doesn't exist. Finally something. Voodoo Magic. It's finally something. It's a major league contract. It's a major league deal. Someone's got to move off the 40-man, though, right? Have they announced that? I was at work. Oh, dude, no way. I was at work when it happened. I just got home, so I haven't really looked into it a ton. But I just got hit with a passing bomb. The finalists for Roki are the Dodgers, the Padres, and the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays. Holy cow, the Blue Jays are in a blender as far as being involved. Austin Kitchen. Okay, it was Kitchen that got DFA'd. Interesting. Okay, Kitchen off the 40-man. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. I appreciate you guys filling me in. Feels like an older Arise, no? An older and cheaper Arise, where you don't have to give up anything other than $3.5 million. Yeah, if you get a Rise, you have to trade for him. And you have to give up something in return. This, you just sign him for a 1-year deal. If it doesn't work out, oh well. I feel like it'll probably be okay. Kari, you're working on a Marinos? Jesus Lord. A Rondo for us? Appreciate it, dog. Well, when it's done, let us know. Guys to team on the third one, see if you guys can go 26 or 26. We'll need a moderator. We'll definitely need a moderator, and Dylan has already shown the capacity to do so as far as that. So, or we'll see how it works. We'll see how it works. Solano probably has more power also, which is insane to say for a guy that his career high in homers is what, 8, and that was last year. That was last year. Jays are being used as leverage 100%. Dude, the Jays are just getting thrown around this offseason. Is this guy better than Iglesias? Better than Jose Iglesias? I want to say that I feel like they could provide similar. They could provide similar things. Jose Iglesias has definitely had a higher peak. He is younger, but he does have a higher peak. Mainly like last year was like his big year. You know what I mean? Like a 137 OPS plus out of nowhere, like worth 3 wins. Like Jose Iglesias, I feel like he'd cost a little bit more than Solano. Because he's younger, plays a bit better defense. I feel like Solano will probably have a worse season than Iglesias, but what? Make up my mind? Make up my mind about what? Oh my god, what? 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 What are we? Oh my god, we're just freaking out. You guys are scaring me. You guys are scaring me. I don't think Iglesias would be a bad idea either. I think Ian presents an interesting point. Do we have too many right-handed hitters on the roster now? I think we finally got one that can play first base. Or one that we want to play at first base. You know what I'm saying? I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. It's the song. It's the song. Just for the vibes. It's the song. I'm so sorry. Listen, I'm not locked in. I no more than 30 minutes ago, I was still making lattes at work. Okay, I'm not locked in. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. Yeah, roster resource has Donovan Solano starting at third base right now. I don't know what we're yelling about. Was service for Solano 1-for-1? Perfect, yeah. Former Padre Donovan Solano, former Mariner coach Scott Service. Grown man making lattes? That's crazy, grown ass man. This grown ass man gets paid a decent amount of money to make lattes, pal. Shout out my tenure, you know what I'm saying? Almost 10 years at the Bucks. Next February, it'll be 10 years. Coming up on 9 this February. Kind of crazy, chat. Kind of crazy. Show me the money spread. I'm not gonna sit here and go band for band on a live stream, brother. Brandon Drury, stop it. Where's Prima? Over under Solano batting average in 2025, 225? That's disrespectful, critter. That is disrespectful. Since 2019, okay? Since 2019, Solano's batting averages go in 330, 326, 280, 284, 282, 286. 3 of those years in San Francisco, a pretty hard, a hard park to hit in. San Diego last season, not an easy park to hit in. Of course, they're not T-Mobile, but if he hits below 250, if he hits below 250, what should I do? Should I get his career batting average tattooed on me? If he hits below 250? If he hits below 250, I'll get his career batting average tattooed on me somewhere. All right? Done deal. A barista, do you have any tattoos? No. I'm straight edge, Zuriel. Owned. Yes, bet. I'll do it. Kerr, I'll do it. Because if he hits below 250, I'm getting whatever, at the end of this season, whatever his career batting average ends up being, I'll get. On my temple, no shot. I'll do it somewhere, but not on my temple. I'll have a tattoo for next year. There you go. Then I'll be a real barista. You'll pay for it? David, oh my goodness. Over under 2 home runs? I don't need him to hit homers, man. I just need him to not strike out, and I need him to just knock some base hits every once in a while. Of his 81 hits last year, okay? 81 hits in 283 at-bats. 21 of them, so a quarter, were extra base hits. 13 doubles, 8 home runs. I'll take it. You know what I mean? I'll take it. He'll hit well below 250. This is Safeco. This is not Safeco, Dave. This is T-Mobile. Owned. Get owned. First base is a power hitting position. So what is catcher to you then? What's catcher? Are we not allowed to take what Cal Raleigh does offensively at the catcher position and apply it to spread it out across other positions to allow other guys to not have to be the big home run dudes? Because Cal hitting 30 bombs, driving 100 RBI is uncommon. You know what I'm saying? Throwing that out there. Not for this, you know. I know. I'm just playing. I'm just giving you a hard time. Put your hand in a deep fryer when you saw the news. Awesome, Jordan. Sick. Love to see that. There was a question earlier that I thought, not a question, but where was it? Oh, it was Sean. I'm locked on. Or you aren't locked on. You're Mojo. Exactly what he said. Bar for bar. You want a good hitter? Donovan Solano's a good hitter. 280, 340, 417 last year with a 760 OPS. Like, I'm all about that, bro. I am all about that. Crushes lefties. Let's go, boys. I'm not going to say the other one in there, Mike. Let's go. This is Ty's World Series, bro. I'm right there with him. I am right there with him. Just hope we still get Justin Turner. Need more guys in their late 30s, early 40s. We got to up the average age on this team, guys. We need old men. We need old men to help win baseball games. Who have better stats, Dylan Moore or Donovan Solano? Being that I sold stock on Dylan Moore in the podcast that got posted today, better stats in what categories? Like, I think Dylan Moore still has a very good chance to put up a better season by WAR, mainly because he can steal bases and he plays better defense. I think Donovan Solano will have a higher batting average, will have a higher OBP, and likely will have a higher slugging. Slugging could be a little bit interesting because Dylan does have a decent amount of pop. And he's got speed to stretch singles into doubles or doubles into triples if he does get there. Let me see. Dylan Moore's slugging was 367 last year. Solano's was 417. Like, I think from a hitter profile in general, I feel like Donovan Solano will be a more valuable hitter. Dylan Moore still could put up more wins because he steals bases and plays better defense. You know what I mean? What position is Solano at this point in his career? Last season, he played third, second, and first. Mainly in 2023, he played first, and that's where I anticipate him going for the Mariners, is at first base. Would be my guess. The roster resource right now has him slotted at third, and he's batting 8th. Playing third, batting 8th is what it's got, but it was Depover before it even Stanton. Jake, you should put that on a shirt. Solano defensive profile, not good. I mean, it's not good. I don't, like, listen, you just got to stand there at first base and, like, call it a day. He's got to call it a day at first base. Didn't make a single error at third in 2024. I'm just saying. Just going to throw that out there. Yeah, like, he's not great defensively, chat. I understand. Like, he's not going to light it up over there. Can Perry make him a little bit better? Maybe. But he's a 5'9", 37-year-old. Like, what do you want him to do? What you want him to do is hit baseballs. Does he hit doubles? I'd say so. I mean, 13 of his 21 extra base hits last season were doubles. Like, I think he can hit doubles. I think he's got double gaps. In 2023, 111 hits. 26 of them were doubles. You know what I mean? Solano gets 5 big booms. That's Donnie barrels. You know what I mean? Refer to us as chat. We ain't your Twitch stream, pal. This is a chat. Your chat. You are chatting. You are the chat. On my thing, it says live chat. I can switch it to say top chat. It's all chat, bro. You guys are chat. The comments. The chat room. Where Mariners fans united against the front office. Okay, chat. Curious if the plan to splatoon Solano and Rayleigh at first would seem like the obvious outcome. I agree. And, like, if Solano is playing well, or if, like, another guy is, like, cooled off, let's say, like, Dylan Moore needs a day off and he's playing third base, Donovan Solano can go play third base for you for a game. He can play like 15 to 20 games over there at third. He can play like 10 at second, and it's not going to kill you, right? His main bulk of innings is going to come at first base, like, truthfully. So, Ian, who are you talking about? Bounce back. Are you talking about Ty? Is this a Ty France? Are we in a Ty France chat room? I'd rather have Tyler Locklear platoon. Solano's getting a Gold Glove at second. Called it here now. Solano, interesting. JT no more. I feel like JT is probably out the window given maybe the money that he's seeking and what the Mariners feel like they want to spend. Cheers from Tennessee. Matt, what's good? All the way from Tennessee. You're the only 10 I see. Bet you never heard that one before. Go M's, Matt. The M's in Mariners stands for Matt. I'm just going to throw that out there. Smooches, bro. Smooches, bro. More platoon mishmash. Correct. Bring on newly muscle-bound Cole Young at second base. See, just like a little mini fridge. Just a little, gonna pop like 30 homers from second. He's the new Scooter Gennett. Locklear over Solano is a brain-dead take. I don't think it's brain-dead, Dorian. I think that there's definitely cause for concern signing a 37-year-old. Mike gifting a member, W Mike, to Jordan, W Jordan. Appreciate that, Mike. Like, I don't think it's like entirely like the wrong idea. Because like you like the prospect, you like the idea of what Locklear can be, because he's hit decently well. There's been some issues that have come up in his game, but like wanting him to be better than Donovan Solano in 2024 or 2025, I don't think is an unrealistic or like a completely like asinine thing to think. The likelihood of him being better than Donovan Solano offensively in 2025 could be out of the realm of possibility given Solano's 118 WRC plus last year, 116 the year before. Like, I fully expect Donovan Solano to be between 105 and like 112 from a WRC plus or OPS plus standpoint. And just continue to hit like between like 270 and 280, not strike out a ton. Whereas like Locklear has the potential to have more pop, more bang for your buck, kind of a, if he gets going, he might pop 15 homers in a full season of playing. Whereas Solano and his 300 at bats that he'll get, he'll probably hit like 5. You know what I mean? So I understand that, like, not fully buying into the Donovan Solano because he's old and not that sexy of a signing. But Donnie Barrels, I'm jazzed. I mean, his steamer projections are pretty mild and tame. 260, 324, 375 slug with a 99 WRC plus. And maybe those projections are factoring in, I mean, also like you said, his age, but also something that Ian pointed out is the expected batting average dropping off from last year or from the previous 2 years. So like maybe that could be it. That could be part of the projections there. I would be curious to see what his steamer projections were in previous years. To see if they were also low on Donovan Solano and his like batted ball profile, if that makes sense. Is Toronto a meme finalist? 100%, Tyler. 1 billion%. Williamson future at third. He needs to develop the bat a little bit more, but I mean, great defender. Obviously, like the probably best defender in the Mariners minor league system, more than likely. But the bat needs to develop a little bit more pop, I think, for him to like truly stick as like an everyday third baseman. But like, again, anything can happen with prospects. Like Ian, again, I'm referencing a lot of Ian chat in this, but Ian said, I'm surprised no one is high on Locklear when he's the number 6 prospect in the system. When it is all said and done, as far as like prospect rankings going into the season are concerned, I wouldn't be surprised if he's lower. Like, I don't think he stays at 6. I think he drops maybe to like 10. Like, I could see him falling like almost out of the top 10, just in the sense of like where certain guys are at. Like Logan Evans, I could see going up. Michael Maroyo. I just combined Morales and Arroyo. That's crazy. I could see Arroyo jumping up more. Like, there are guys that I could see going up above Tyler Locklear. And it's no slack against him. He kind of got thrown into an awkward situation last year where he had to come up because Ty France was terrible. And then it's like a bunch of up and down things like that. Starting out in Arkansas, tough place to hit. Goes down to Tacoma and like after being up with the major league club and not really seeing a lot of time, and just doesn't have as much success in Tacoma as I think maybe they wanted from like a power output stance. Like, yes, he has, I think he has all the potential in the world to be just as good as Donovan Solano, but this allows you to develop him, and you can play around with DH at bats if like you get rid of Mitch Garver by May or June if he's really not doing anything for you. Locklear early minors numbers in big league. Yeah, 100%. Like, yes, he has slowed down as far as mashing at every level, and that's unfortunate for him. Zabel, vibes for $2. I'll take some vibes for $2. Appreciate that, dog. Appreciate that. Shout out Zabel. Can you imagine Winker back? I mean, he had a better season than Luis Arraez last year. He was more valuable. Your prediction is Cole Young makes the club out of spring training. Tyler, he's going to have to mash. I think he's going to have to mash if he does, but I'll be excited if he, I mean, listen, whatever makes the team better, I don't care at this point. Like, I'm excited for Donovan Solano. Hagen Danner's honestly a pretty exciting arm to add to the pile. Less about Tyler J, in my opinion, but, and if Cole Young makes it out of camp because he's hitting 400 in spring training, W. I think service time manipulation might prevent that as well. Like, he might get called up in May, but the service time stuff, definitely the Mariners will, they probably won't want him to come out of camp, but we signing JD or Austin Hayes? Why or why not? An outfielder. I don't think an outfielder, specifically Austin Hayes, like JD Martinez, like if you're getting him for DH only, sure. But like, I really don't think that there's room on the major league roster so long as you are employing Mitch Haniger to go out there and sign another right-handed hitting outfielder. If they get rid of Mitch Haniger, then sure. But until then, no, it has to be guys around the infield, in my opinion. Appreciate the $2, Mike, though. W. Y2K, you missed the member message. Where was it at? Oh, I did. I thought it was because Mike gifted a member. My bad, bro. Can I break down every career Solano at bat? Member for 12 months, Y2K. So every single Donovan Solano career at bat. All right, here we go. So it starts off in 2012 at the ripe age of 24 in Miami. Yep. And now he's a Mariner. Wow. Very inspirational, chat. Very inspirational. I'm so happy that he's a Mariner. So happy. Canzone should learn how to play third. Could you just, every pitcher learns a splitter. Every position player learns how to play third base. And everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Should be really comparing Rojas with Solano. That's the framing I think this front office is seeing it. And I think that's a very fair assessment, Chad, in the sense that, one, Rojas signed with the White Sox for 1 year, $3.5 million, right? Like, that is exactly where that money went that the Mariners didn't want to pay Rojas, and they're signing Donovan Solano with. I honestly think, listen, I think Josh Rojas, similar to Dylan Moore, will have a better season than Donovan Solano as far from a WAR standpoint. Okay? As far as WAR is concerned, I think Rojas and Dylan Moore likely have a better season from a WAR standpoint because it factors in defense, it factors in base running, and also hitting. What is different is that Donovan Solano will not post a WRC plus or an OPS plus below 100. It's not in his bag to do so. It was in 2022, but that's not the point. Ever since 2019, bro has been a consistent 280, 110 and above OPS plus, right? Emergency stream for Donovan Solano. Listen, Trupp. Listen. You got to do something, man. You got to do something. And yet, like, Rojas, he was my guy. He was my flag guy. The guy that I stood by at the beginning of the year. And he looked amazing in April. Okay? And then he fell off the face of the earth. He still put up 2 wins last year. His offense was atrocious the last 5 months of the season. But he still put up 2 wins because he was that good defensively. He was a decent base runner. And his offensive stats were, it's weird to say this, ballooned by his first month because they could have been way worse. Like, he could have been in the Polanco and Garver conversations of hitting below 200. Like, what is he doing in the lineup? And that's kind of what it was later in the year. But, like, his first month of the season was incredible. And I don't think that that's going to happen for him again, unfortunately. But Keith Ocelot just subscribed to W. What a guy. What a guy, Keith. Ocelots are weird. So, like, thinking about the framing of, like, Rojas versus Solano, a right-handed bat that can play first base versus Rojas is a left-handed bat that plays third, like, or third and second, and you've got Dylan Moore, Ryan Bliss. You're waiting on Cole Young. Like, I think I'd prefer to have Solano only because we know how bad the offense was. And that's where I think the signing makes a lot of sense. It's a consistent batting average first guy that will play well into, I think, the Edgar boot camp, whatever, hitting instructions going on there. And I think he'll still continue to get the most out of a 37-year-old bat that, sure, might be on the decline, but Justin Turner came over at the end of the year and was hitting still. And he's 40. I think Solano will be, like, he will post an OPS plus or WSC plus above 105. So, thinking about it between Rojas and Dylan Moore is interesting. But they're vastly different players. People who don't acknowledge that defense is overvalued or just don't know ball. I don't know which one values it more, if it's reference or if it's Fangraphs. I assume reference probably values WAR more. I mean, what? Rojas was worth 2.2 on reference. What was he worth on Fangraphs? Fangraphs had Rojas at 1.9, so reference probably values it a little bit more. So, again, the Mariners didn't lose games last year necessarily on a guy that doesn't play fantastic defense. There's some. There's a couple moments, maybe. But they mainly lost out on plenty of games in 2023 and 2024 because they could not get clutch hits with runners in scoring position more often than not. A lot of guys strike out in those situations. I mean, I don't need to talk about the amount of times the Mariners had the bases loaded in 2023 and or 2024, and they didn't score a single run. Bases loaded, no outs. Donovan Solano comes up, bases loaded, no outs, in his first at-bat with the Mariners. I bet you he's driving in a run. You know what I mean? I bet you he's driving in a run. Ryan Bliss's life, W, Keith. Ryan Bliss, I hope he gets run. I hope he gets his chance if he's still with the team come opening day. Dipoto made a statement. Did he call Donovan Solano Donnie Barrels? Because I hope so. You missed it. We did sign someone. Scott, we signed Donovan Solano. Most recently with the Padres. He's going to play first base with Luke Raley, more than likely. But I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. Donnie, a good ad, definitely needs some impact. Yeah, I mean, this isn't the impact bat. I think Colton tweeted it. Any tweets that you've seen come out from the Mariner Mojo account have been Colton. He said a career 18.9% K rate, can play first, second, and third. Not great defensively. A fine addition, but should be the third or fourth biggest move for the Mariners make this offseason. I think if he is your third best move, Donovan Solano, you've had a good offseason. I think the likely outcome is that he's probably your second best move offensively, with one more bigger piece hopefully coming to the lineup. If not, then chat, it's a little bit of a yikes. But don't get me wrong, I'm excited about Donovan Solano. There's $1 million in performance bonuses, which is exciting. Like, good for him. If he plays well, it means he plays well. Let me get honest opinion, not wish. Are we making a serious move to our lineup before the season? Valero. What do I actually think is going to happen? Like, do I think we will get another player that is better than Donovan Solano before opening day? Everything in my heart is saying no, which sucks. So I'm just going to say no. But I hope they do. I hope they do. I don't think that this lineup of Robles, Julio, Cal, Randy, Rayleigh, Haniger, Crawford, Solano, Moore is incompetent, is impossible to win games with. The thing that's so obvious to me is to trade Mitch Haniger and attach a prospect to him. I don't care. I mean, there's a couple that I care about, but like, I don't care. And then make room to sign a legitimate everyday, like, doesn't have, I mean, Anthony Santander was a name that got brought up earlier. If you bring Santander into this lineup and sub him in for Mitch Garver or Mitch Haniger, either one, that is a legitimate lineup, I think. Or you go out and sign, dare I say, Bregman. And then you have Solano that can just DH. Like, I don't know, dude. There's such an obvious route in my head of trading Mitch Haniger or trading Mitch Garver to free up money to then go actually acquire someone that will be in your lineup every day that won't be a black hole. And I get that attaching prospects to players like that is not fun. And it might be impossible, or next to impossible, to find a team that would want to take either one of them. But I feel like that's just a move that they need to make. Odds of Pete, and that's another one in that same kind of vein. If they freed up the money from Haniger or Garver, could they go afford Pete Alonso with the next, with the remaining like $20-ish million? They could. Would that be an impact bet? Much more impact, like every single day. That big bopper first baseman that we wanted earlier. Yeah, that could be another avenue as well. Winning is awesome, but the vibe is what matters. He'll save the season. Oh my God. I mean, Donnie Barrels is a pretty big vibe sign, you know what I mean? Haniger has an Edgar rebound. Oh, Glenn. Glenn, I do not want to have another drink of that Kool-Aid, my friend. I do not. I have more confidence in Garver bouncing back than Haniger. I 100% agree. I mean, it's odd year Garver, baby. 1 or 2 year contract for Pete. I mean, if he turned down 3 years, $90 million from the Mets, I think. There's no way he'd sign a 1 year deal. Candelita? Is that what we're going with? Candelita? This franchise is a joke, yet you're still here, Ty. The Columbia vibes coming to Seattle, huge. Huge. We will be scoring runs off the power of friendship again this year. The power of friendship and singles and base hits. Why are people saying Locklear is so bad when he literally only had 45 ABs in the majors? There's been a decline in his performance. Truthfully, Donald, there's been a bit of a decline. It's not like he's cooked. Like, he's not Evan White levels of cooked. But there's less buzz around what he can do at the major league level. If I'm being honest. I still think he's got a good chance to have a fine major league career. But I don't know if he's as good as he once was, if that makes sense. Bring back Marble Jesus? Yes, please. Hasn't shown nothing like the power he used to in an offense. Yeah, so like, say, again, and I think this is why this signing of Solano, or if it would have been Justin Turner, or if they'd gotten Carlos Santana, I think this signing gives Tyler Locklear an extra year in Tacoma. And if he, say, by the All-Star break, or by June, is hitting .330 with like 30 home runs in Tacoma in like the first half of a season, maybe that's a little bit egregious. That's a bit much. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if the power stroke is back, he finds something clicks, then you can make another move to free up a spot to allow him to play, right? You can then make a move to trade Mitch Haniger or Mitch Garver, or like you can redirect the infield somehow, some way. Like, there's going to be an opportunity if Locklear is playing his way into the lineup down in Tacoma. Danny Burgers, you stop it, bro. Colton's not here. Should we say hi to Colton? I feel like we could say hi to Colton. I'm in. Let's say hi to Colton. Let's see. At this point, they should just trade Castillo or something and sign Bregman. Just live with having a slightly worse rotation and hope the prospects figured it out. I think if you trade something to free up money and your move is to not sign Bregman or not, like, it depends on what you get back in the trade. Like, if you get a third baseman back in the trade where you traded Castillo or you whatever, then you don't need to sign Bregman. You probably go sign a pitcher, where Donatello said we should sign Jack Flaherty to play third base, and I disagree. But Locklear cannot hit fastballs or breaking stuff. And again, if he does it in Tacoma next year, awesome. That's what that's for. Colton's not here. Colton's not here. Colton's not here. Yo, should I ban you, Lucario? It's time to tap in. Time to peep game and lock in real quick. Donnie barrels, y'all. Dude, Donnie freaking... Dude, GK, you're speaking my language, dog. I'm not going to lie. Chance of Lazaro making the majors this year? Damn, bro. Like 1%. Locklear can only hit breaking stuff if you look at his splits. Got to figure out the fastball. And again, if he spends a little bit of... I keep going back to it. If he spends some time with Edgar... If he spends some time, obviously a bunch of time in spring training with Edgar... And then, like, he'll be in or around the clubhouse at points during this season. Like, that's a great mentor to learn from, in my opinion. He either does or doesn't. Crazy. True. It's a coin flip either way, chat. Anyone else see the Mariners have just as many rep? No, Cuddy, please. No, we don't need to talk about that graphic. All right, we don't need to talk about it. We don't need to talk about it. When do we bring up Cole Young and Harry Ford? I feel like Cole Young is probably, could be the earliest would be like June. I think a June call up for Cole Young, depending on how he's playing, depending on how Dylan Moore, Ryan Bliss, even Donovan Solano, how those guys are playing, could be a very big thing to pay attention to. Harry Ford, I think, if anything, might be like, if by the trade deadline area, somewhere in August, Garver is not odd year Garvering, the Mariners cut ties with him and then bring up Harry Ford to be the backup catcher. I would say. I'm still in on Justin Turner. Jen, I honestly probably wouldn't think so. I think Donovan Solano fills the need that Turner would have provided and probably does a little bit better as far as versatility is concerned, being able to play third base, being able to play second base, not particularly well. He should mainly play first base. Against lefties, I fully expect Donovan Solano to start at first base. Against righties, I could see a mix of whoever's kind of got the hot bat, who needs a day off. I could see him getting reps at third. I could see him getting reps at second, but not more than his overall reps at first by the end of the season, in my opinion. Ryan Bliss to start. Right now, Fangraphs roster resource has Dylan Moore starting at second and Ryan Bliss coming off the bench. Am I the only fool thinking we still have a shot at Roki? Well, being that Jeff Passan tweeted about 30 minutes ago that the finalists for Japanese star right-hander Roki Sasaki are the Dodgers, Padres, and Blue Jays, sources tell ESPN, I don't think so. But, hey, like Kevin Garnett said, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Would I buy a signed ball by you? You'd have to pay me to take it, if that makes sense. You'd have to pay me to take it. And that's it. So, is there... Hold on, I'm looking for something. What about the fact that the Mariners don't leak info? Mike, I don't know if you've if you've been drinking too much of that Kool-Aid, my man, but you might be hook, line, and sinker, and I respect that out of you. I respect that out of you. You literally pay me $3 a month. You pay me $1.50. All right. And we see $2.10 that $3. So you pay me $1.05, brother. You pay me $1.05. So how about that? They only leak firing managers. Tyler, I was thinking the same damn thing. When Colton's tweet has been doing all right as far as like how the Mariners are good at not leaking information, I was like, but what about what happened with Scott Service? I need some MLB sources. Yeah, let me get on that, Felipe. Let me get on that real quick. Just a shift supervisor at Starbucks trying to get some MLB sources. How would you feel about our offseason if we ended up making the Cassis and Yoshida for Castillo trade and Gavin Lux trade? Cassis, Yoshida, and Gavin Lux. I don't like that. That's the hard part. Is like knowing what I know, like what Gavin Lux cost and how much Yoshida wants to play the outfield. Like Yoshida's DH only. I'm sorry. Cassis is great. I think Cassis is awesome. I don't want to sit here and play what ifs. Would I be more excited about having Cassis, Yoshida, and Gavin Lux than Donnie Barrels? Yes, I think so. I think I would be more excited about having those three. Personally. Me personally. But Donnie Solano better not be the only move or this offseason was a complete F. I don't disagree. I don't disagree that he can't be the only move. Like him and Hagen Danner, that's it. Those are the ones, guys. That's what we're hanging our hat on this offseason. I think there will be something else. I think there should be, at least. I don't know what it is of what's available. But I'm pretty confident in the fact that there will be one more addition to the roster before opening day. Trade Laz for a second baseman? Why would we trade Laz, huh? Why would we trade Laz? I disagree. No, I'm not going to dox myself, user error. I'm not doxing myself. Nice try, though. Did I look at the arbitration numbers? Me. Steamboat for Whomst. Like Logan getting paid like 7 mil, Cal getting 5.6, Kirby getting 5. Is that like the guys that we got? Like our roster arbitration people? Because I did look at it. We haven't really talked about it. All of them, like in general. I mean, Vladdy got like 28 millions. Luis Ariz got 14. I don't think I've looked at all of them yet. Steamboat? No. Whoa. YouTube trying to suppress Chad. That's crazy. Odds of Randy getting traded away at the deadline. At the deadline, I mean, it depends on where the Mariners are at. If they're out of it, God forbid they're not competitive, I could see them trading him. I could see them trading him in the offseason regardless, though, because of how much money he's gonna be owed. Does Jerry get fired this offseason if we hypothetically repeat the same results as last year? Either fired or resigned, like he'll walk away from the team and try something else elsewhere, maybe. If he doesn't find enough success, he doesn't find the fruit of his labors as indulging. I think John Stanton probably want to keep him around because he's good at making him money. But you think Laz is kind of overvalued? What do you mean? Bro struggled immensely when he got to Everett. Immensely. Like, bro couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. And then he still managed to put up a 260, 378 with a 427 slash and 805 OPS. At the ripe young age of 20. Actually 19, because he turned 20 in October. Full year of Laz, he'll probably start in Everett again. And I think he'll be even better. He'll go to Arkansas halfway through the year and turn one of the hardest hitting ballparks in the minor leagues to a play place. I hope. Donovan could cut hair. Donovan's Solano. Glenn, I think we've got our first brand new, like, giveaway night theme. You know what I mean? Like, they've got the Cal's dumper, like, seat cushion type thing. They'll give away some sort of themed, like, hair net thing, or like the hair trimming, like, coat or whatever for Donovan's Solano. So that could be, Glenn, you are onto something. He was 14 years old at Everett. Can't believe Jason Tatum's still 19, guys. That's crazy, right? Jerry is good at rebuilding, but not winning. I mean, there's nothing in that sentence that I can technically disagree with Ian, because he has not really won. But they made the playoffs once. They've gotten close 4 times. 4 of the last 4 seasons they've gotten close, but they haven't really won. So, yeah, I don't necessarily disagree. I hope that the coaching staff changes that they've made and the attempts to augment the roster in positive ways, in ways that they've not done previously, as far as like their player evaluation is concerned, talking about how they've changed their methodology. I think methodology. Their ways of thinking about players. I hope that allows for more positive impact to be made, Ian. So, unless a trade happens, this may be it. Frankie Barton. Yeah, like, free agency is weird, because what's available for like $11 million offensively? I mean, it's probably like Turner's available, but like, it's redundant. You don't need another Justin Turner right now. Not saying Laz is bad, but people treat him like he's the second coming of Christ. I think mainly where that stems from is the fact that people want to call him Baby Jordan, and like, Jordan has terrorized the Mariners ever since he made it to the bigs. So I think that's like, we want our Jordan, you know. Any chance we sign Frazier, Ty France, or Jorge Polanco? We're bringing the band back together. Out of those, the most likely I could see, I feel like running back Polanco would be the thing that I could see them doing the most out of those 3 things. Laz is all bat, though. Okay. And what is Jordan? All bat. I'm not saying that there's like not inherently an issue with having an only bat profile kind of guy, because it can lead to problems. Like, however, if the bat's good enough, you figure it out. Seen bro play, he knows ball facts. Facts. He can stand it right and has a cannon. Yeah, I mean, MLB The Show has him as a first baseman, I think. So maybe they're just looking into the future. Surprised this team hasn't signed Yoan Moncada yet. This is the Yoan Moncada signing. Donovan Solano, he's better than Yoan Moncada. I'm excited. Edgar's a Hall of Famer that was all bat. Interesting. Interesting. I think being worried about Laz's potential being limited by his defensive capabilities, or I guess his ineptitude defensively, sure. However, if bro comes in and hits 40 bombs every year, like, I don't care how bad he is defensively. We don't need him to play defense. He's just a DH, and that's okay. Just glad Houston got so much worse this year. Can see the division being even more open. Do you think the Rangers and the moves that they've made this offseason have put them back in that conversation? Like, are we expecting the Rangers to be more competitive in 2025 than they were in 2024? Derek Jeter's a Hall of Famer that was all bat? Crazy. Crazy talk. Azaria, what's up, George? Trash tier division? Hey, but that's our trash, baby. That's our trash. With our rotation, who cares about this defense? So the thing is, Chandler, that's not like, yes, the rotation can get you very far, but they've got to have guys that can play defense behind them, you know? That's, I think, part of what made the rotation, or can make a good rotation an even better rotation. So if you've got a bunch of guys that can't play defense behind people, that can be a problem. But Not everyone has to be Gold Glove caliber all the time, you know? Not everybody does. Why has there been no mention of Mariners and Santander? Because they don't like fun. If I'm being honest with you. They don't like fun. Bro, no way. Did y'all see Switch? Did you guys see what happened to Switch? Donovan Solano is fun. No, Ty or Colby, either one. I'm a Donnie Barrels fanatic. Talking Baseball tweeted Switch's screenshot of his tweet, which is hilarious. That's so amazing. Locked On in the chat, dude. Locked On's here. Sorry, I was distracted by looking at Twitter. No, Donnie Baseball, Donnie Barrels, Donnie my goat. I love Donovan Solano. I'm jazzed. I've wanted him since I started making YouTube content for the Mariners. Like that 2022, 2023 offseason, like, why not sign Donovan Solano? 23, 24, why not sign Donovan Solano? I mentioned it at some point during this offseason as well as like an option. Locked On Donnie, dude, that's my guy right there. That's my freaking guy. It's Waldo Springtime in the flesh. It's Waldo Springtime. You know ball? I could shed a tear. I could shed a tear. The largest Mariners podcast just said that I know ball, chat. Clip it and ship it. It's on the screen right there. I'm pointing at it. Mom, I made it. I made it. We signed the player younger than Justin Turner. Didn't know it was possible. Didn't know the Mariners knew players under the age of 40. Truly. Didn't know it was possible. Specifically position players. Didn't know that they had that in their bag. But stream Waldo Springtime. Yo, you're not going to copyright strike me? I'll put it as a YouTube intro one time. I'll do it as a stream intro. To the Rangers being better this season. I forgot that I asked that. Yeah, like they've gotten better this offseason. And I think they'll be more competitive. The Astros, they've retooled, I think, properly to probably maintain. Maybe not be as good, but they can maintain. Got Billy Donovan. I'm not going to lie to you. I forgot who that was for a second. I thought Landon Donovan. But I've Googled Billy Donovan, the coach, the basketball coach. But I thought Landon Donovan initially. So Colby just be patting his node, true. And Ty be Danon his Gonzalez. It's just what it is, man. Have you seen the article on who out of Roki? I did see the Passan tweet, saying that the finalists are the Padres, the Dodgers, and the Blue Jays. Sources familiar with ESPN have said. Shout out my guy Johnny Junta from the Gate 14 pod has changed his name to some sort of Japanese characters. I'm assuming that's what his name is. I can't tell, but maybe it's like he's hilarious. Nick Pivetta to Seattle if Castillo was traded? No. Sorry, Mariners fan, no. Not a fan. Not a fan. Arenado blocking the Astros has been the best news all offseason. The Mariners fans that didn't just have fun with that news were insane to me. I get that just because he blocked a trade to the Astros that doesn't necessarily mean that he'd accept one to the Mariners. But the fact that the Astros got owned by Nolan Arenado, have fun. Have some fun with it. A player that they wanted said, "No, I don't want to be on your team." How is that not funny? Yo, we did something. Michael Hyde, we have done something. Donovan Solano, your newest Seattle Mariner. Can't wait for Ty's voice to be used in the video that gets posted. Hopefully it ages better than the last offseason one that happened. I won't bring it up again, though, but who of those you feel he will go to, and of the teams losing out on him, who be best for pitcher trade partner? Who needs a pitcher that lost out on Roki Sasaki? So Roki's an interesting one because he doesn't cost a lot, and the pitchers that the Mariners want to trade would be Luis Castillo. They don't want to trade the pitchers that are equivalent to Roki Sasaki as far as value is concerned of what it would cost to pay to have him on your baseball team next year are Bryce Miller and Brian Wu. And if the Mariners are trading Bryce Miller or Brian Wu, the team that's getting them need to be able to pay a king's ransom. If you're trading Castillo, it's a different conversation. So I don't think anyone that's missing out on Roki necessarily is an automatic fit for a trade partner for the Mariners personally, Jay. Just personally. My intro today was very intentionally nothing that could be clipped. Just in case. You don't want that coming back to you again. Cardinals and Red Sox, Brewers. But again, like, Cardinals don't want Castillo. The Red Sox maybe. The Brewers wanting Castillo. Like, no, like the Mariners aren't going to trade Wu or Miller, I don't think. Like, they're only looking to trade Castillo, I think. The Blue Jays, I just don't know why the Blue Jays would want to add Castillo's contract. Like, I don't know. I could be very off base with my assumption about what teams that are interested in Roki would then be interested in trading for Castillo. Because it's just such a difference in money. But if the Mariners are open to trading Wu or Miller, then that's a completely different conversation. Because they're delusional, can't commit to rebuilding. Okay, then there you go. Hey, if it's delusion, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Mets still have a lot of budget. Could see them being a trade partner. If you're trading with the Mets, like, the hard part is with the Mets is of the things that they feel like they could trade, none of them are like super exciting for me as a Mariners fan. Like, I don't want Jeff McNeil. I don't want Brett Beatty. And I get that, like, beggars can't be choosers of that at that point, but like, you're not getting Mark Vientos for Castillo. It's just not going to happen. And like, Vientos is probably the one that I want the most. I don't think you'd get. I mean, would you want like Acuna? Like, I don't think Mauricio's worth it because like the injury history. Like, I don't know. You don't want another 80 WRC plus infielder? No, because we just signed a 110 WRC plus infielder today, George. Donnie Barrels, my goat. Bro, this guy's 37 years old. Yeah, and he hits the baseball, Michael. That's all he does. He just hits the ball. He goes up to bat. He's 5'8". He stands there with his 36-year-old body last season. He hits the baseball. He runs to first base. Sometimes he'll score, sometimes he won't. But he hits the baseball. And what's he going to do at 37 in a Mariners uniform, Michael? He's going to walk up there with his 5'8" frame, and he's going to hit the baseball. All right? He's going to hit the baseball. And that's what's going to happen. Garbage bin move. Michael, no! That's Donnie Barrels you're talking about, bro. It's Donnie Barrels, man. Mets aren't trading Vientos unless it's for Wu. Yeah, like, the Mets would be dumb to trade Vientos for anything less than a controllable starting pitcher. So, real talk, he's basically Justin Turner for probably $6 million less. Yes. Yes. Retweet, repost, share, like, reblog, post to my feed, screenshot, everything. That's it right there. Turner for $6 million less. More than likely. And that, like, I'm okay with it. And 4 years less old. Less old, less expensive. Has a fun nickname, Donnie Barrels. Jack, what the man? No! No! I won't stand for this slander. Career high in strikeouts for Donovan Solano in a season was 100 in 2023 with Minnesota, where he saw the most plate appearances of his entire career. I will not stand for this, Jack. I've already got a bet on if he hits below 250, I'm already getting his batting average tattooed on me. His career batting average. Do I make a second bet? A side bet? If he strikes out over 130 times, I'll lower it. 130 times. If he strikes out over 130 times, I will get his total career strikeouts tattooed on me. Thoughts? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the agreement, Jack. Critter agreed with me earlier. I'm fine with this move, positional versatility and possible offensive upgrade. Even if, again, it's raising the floor of the team. Can you give me money, Deidara? Shut up. I'm gonna keep my hand here, Jack. If you type, thank you, Jack. Thank you. I was say, Jack, if you typed that one comment and then left, oh, I was about to freak out. I was about to freak out. Deal, bet. Career strikeouts tattooed on me somewhere. If he strikes out for more than 130, if he strikes out 130 times, done deal. I swear to God, if he Tommy LaStellas and gets plate appearances, I'm a freak out. I'll freak out. Donovan Solano after setting a career high in strikeouts. No, no. Mainly because I don't know how to pronounce all of those words, and I don't want to sound stupid. And I also don't know if you said a bad word, but it doesn't look like you did. But just in case. Yeah, I'll just like the next, like depending on where I get it, right? I can cross out the next one and keep adding to the tally. Sure. That'd be funny. We can technically fill a lineup card now. I hope it's not completely done. I really hope it's not just this. But as Fangraphs roster resource has, Victor Robles leading off, Julio batting 2, Cal batting 3, Randy batting 4, Luke batting 5, Mitch Haniger DHing batting 6, JP batting 7, Donnie Barrels batting 8th, playing 3rd, and Dylan Moore rounding out the lineup batting in 9th, playing second base. You can you still need to upgrade at DH, bro. Like you really need to upgrade at DH. Seeing Mitch Haniger bat 6 is crazy. What's for lunch? What did I have for lunch today? Ooh, I had the new spicy falafel pocket from Starbucks. Hashtag not an ad. That thing is so good, bro. It's just a little tortilla with some spicy falafel in it. Dude, it's gas. And mainly probably because it's just new, but it's gas. Someone signs with Seattle and they're immediately a bum because these fans are narcissists. Yes. Correct, Dorian. I'm glad that you found out, bro. Xavier Edwards in the Mariners lineup would go great. Oh? Let's trade for him like MLB The Show style? I feel like he'd be pretty expensive. I feel like he'd cost a pretty penny. Young, Bliss, and Locklear for speed? I'm sorry. Locklear for speed? Glenn! Do we know Tyler Locklear's frame? Well, not as heavy as I thought. 6'2", 210? Interesting. He's not that fast. $5 from Y2K. Appreciate the 5, my goat. Solano just had his career high in homers. He's obviously finally filling out his frame. 10 homers incoming, a 295 average, easy. That's the type of copium that I'm on. That's the type of shit that I be on. Y2K, I appreciate the $5. I don't know if he's going to pop another 10, if he's going to pop double-digit home runs. If he does, awesome. I don't think he does. I'd be comfortable saying like 6 to 7 homers. But again, the 280 batting average, he'll hit some doubles. He won't strike out a lot. Like, that's what you're looking for out of Donovan Solano. He's young. Daniel Vogelbach was once young. Glenn, was he fast? I propose you a question. 38 is actually the peak for baseball players, and no one's been brave enough to try it yet. Justin Turner in his age 38 season, what did he do? Justin Turner, come hither, my friend. 38 years old, Justin Turner with Boston put up a 115 WRC plus. 15 points better than league average, chat. Just saying. Carlos Santana, what did he do in his age 38 season? Mind you. Oh, last year? Last year when he won a gold glove and was worth 3 wins? Interesting. Very interesting. Seems like Mr. Azaria might be onto something. I will say Donovan Solano is 37 though. He's not 38. So can you change it to 37 instead? That'd be awesome. So, Vogie is the definition of speed. If you close your eyes and you listen to how hard his stomps are, maybe Paul DeYoung would be nice in the DH spot. Oh, Paul DeYoung. If we want to talk about strikeouts, Paul DeYoung, holy buckets. He struck out 156 times in 482 plate appearances. Ouch. Ouch. He'll be good this year. He'll just be better next year. So do we re-sign him then, is what you're saying? We'll re-sign Donovan Solano? Got it. Bring back Justin Turner. Donovan Solano and Justin Turner, we're sending them to the old folks home, okay? We're going out. We're getting our AARP cards, and we're going to get senior discounts wherever we go. All right? That's the idea. Okay? That's the idea. So does Colton love this move as much as you do? I think I'm higher on Donovan Solano than Colton would be. And truth be told, like don't get me wrong. The Mariners could and probably should. And in another world, maybe would have signed a better player than Donovan Solano. There's better players out there to sign than Donovan Solano. If they were a real baseball team, if they had a real ownership group that wanted to play competitive baseball 100% of the time, real type stuff, they would have signed Alex Bregman, right? They would have signed Anthony Santander. They would have signed these guys already. But with a $15 million payroll budget for the off season, Donovan Solano is what you kind of get as it stands right now. I like the signing. But I think I've got a lot of internal bias about having wanted Donovan Solano for a couple years now, and that's influencing my opinion, right? So I might be an untrustworthy narrator here. I might be. So just throwing that out there. I think Colton's probably lower on it than I am, but I think he probably understands the roster fit and how it kind of helps the Mariners raise the floor of the team. This is not like that big signing that's like going to put you over the top. This prevents you from going like this gets you a winning record in 2025, right? Like this gets you over the hump, over 81 and 81. Like it gets you to 82 and 80, 83 and 79, right? You need one more guy that puts you into like the 88 to 89 wins that you're really, really knocking down the door. Don't care. Ty loves it. His opinion means more. True. He has more followers. Therefore, he's better. He also is cute. So I'm just going to throw that out there. Next year, we go after Vlad. W. Vlad, 10 years, $450 million. I don't care. That's not going to happen. Don't care. It gets us to 54% W. Great music, too. Exactly. Edwards, Sanchez, and Alcantara would be a good move. I'm sorry. We're getting Xavier Edwards, Sandy Alcantara, and who? Jesus Sanchez? Are we trading them our entire farm system? Matt, what are we giving up to the Marlins? Yo, Slaw, you know Jack Cooper? We got people knowing each other in here? What's up, guys? Haniger hitting 30 bombs? Dog, don't get me excited. If somehow, right, weirder things have happened, stranger things have happened. If Mitch somehow gets back to like 2021, I mean, that'd be like insane. But like if he gets back to being like an actually good offensive bat, either of them, that would be so big for the Mariners. It'd be so big, and it's not plausible. And I need to stop thinking it because it's bad. It's a bad thought to have. It's unrealistic. It gets my hopes up. It leads me astray, and it strings me along. But man, Mitch hitting 30 bombs, either of them, I don't care. It can be either of them. Would be insane. If Haniger tried to hit 30 bombs, you would legit bet. Hey, if he's selling out for homers every single time, more power to him. Garver will be good for sure, dude. Odd year Garver, holy cow. Plugging in odd year Garver into the Mariners DH. Like, you're telling me a 155 OPS plus or WRC plus, a 139 WRC plus, and a 140 WRC plus in the Mariners DH, and they're not gonna win like 90 games? Like, come on. What? It sucks that he was terrible. It sucks that he was terrible. I'll take prime year Garver over even or odd. Prime year Garver. Well, that's the thing. Or do you mean Haniger? Like prime Hanny versus odd Garver? Yeah, prime Hanny over odd Garver for sure. But if Mitch hits for 30 bombs, he's rupturing the other testicle. Then the Mariners will officially have more ruptured testicles than playoff berths. So, what a nice signing for the M's. Another right-handed bat. A right-handed bat that can play first base. Dr. Zalejandro. That's even your real name. I don't trust you. I believe it would be 5 prospects and add Fortes also coming from Miami and Hancock going to Miami as well. Whoa, that's a big trade, Matt. It's a big, big trade. It's going to have to be some big top prospects. That was sarcasm, amigo. That's your name, bro? Sure it is. Sure it is. That's what I'd say, too, if I was in a Twitch chat. This isn't a Twitch chat. It's a YouTube chat. You fooled me. You fooled me! What's up, bro? What's up, dog? Excited for a full non-Scott service here. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Like, watching Dan Alejandro, man. Yeah, I know. Watching Dan coach the entire season, maybe he'll get ejected. Maybe he'll get ejected. I don't think he didn't get ejected last year, so maybe he will this year. Watching him blow up might be fun to see. This is sour vanilla, by the way. John Stanton's burner. Bro is in the trenches. Bro is in the trenches. Made another account, John Stanton's burner, and it's sour vanilla. Smooches, bro. I expect nothing less out of you, truthfully. Expect nothing less. What's up, dog? Much love. That's amazing. Over, under 2 ejections for Dan? Over. Pounding the over. Literally hammering the over. Set it at 2.5. I'm hammering that over. I'm not entirely sure, Crossfire. I'm not entirely sure. But regardless, I mean, he seems like such an even keel, cool guy. I need him to explode. I need him to let out whatever pent up anger is in him, because I think it'd be great. Sox can use Garver. We can easily send Yoshi. Gives you guys left-handed bat, DH, and corner outfielder. Start playing Yoshida in the outfield. So feels like a nightmare. That feels rough. I don't think it's like necessarily like a bad like contract swap type situation. I just know the Mariners probably don't want to pay Yoshida beyond this year. So I think there's like there could be some value in there, but am I crazy for saying I'd rather have Garver than Yoshida this year? Am I crazy? I might be crazy. We played Haniger, right? How much worse could it be? That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, I mean the left-handed like DH, left-handed like outfield bat is filled by Luke Raley, but he's playing first base. So like, how does that really fit in? That's wild, bro. Crazy. I was crazy once. Oh, you and Daydara, you and Lucario. Oh. Our team build is wicked smart. It'll be wild if they move Castillo to the 3rd spot. I mean, Castillo's the 3rd best pitcher. Oh God. You think Gilbert gets the rock on opening day? Or do they give the ball to Castillo again? Bro, I think Gilbert could get the rock on opening day. Thoughts? Dude, Alejandro's trying to sell me on Yoshida, guys. I don't know. I don't know. I think, like, again, this is no disrespect to Masataka Yoshida. I think what he can do offensively could provide good value to the Mariners. Similarly to what Donovan Solano will do for the Mariners in 2025. Right? Hit about 280. He won't strike out. He'll get on base a decent amount. Has some pop, but not a ton. And he's not great defensively. The difference is Yoshida is getting paid $18 million, and Solano is getting paid $3.5 million. I think Yoshida's got a much higher ceiling. He has the chance to explode potentially offensively, but I don't think that happens in T-Mobile, personally. I think what the smartest thing for the Red Sox to do with Yoshida is trade him at the deadline to a team that needs him if he's having a good season. You know what I mean? But I don't know if that makes sense for the Mariners to get at this point. So, Logan, okay. Gilbert should, like, I don't know, man. I don't know who gets the ball on opening day. Because it's a new manager. Like, you don't, like, Dan doesn't necessarily have to have the ties to anybody. Like, whatever he saw at the end of last year, he could give the ball to Bryce Miller for all I care. Like, he can get crazy with it. I don't know. Like, I think all 5 pitchers on the Mariners could start opening day for a handful of teams around the league. You know what I mean? I mean, it won't be Wu or Miller. That's crazy. But Gilbert or Castillo, man, it's tough. It'll be interesting. I feel like it'd probably be Castillo, though, to, like, kind of honor the system of what opening day starts are. Brian Wu opening day would be sick. Dude. There's so many options because the pitching staff is so good. Solano cannot be the move. It's a fine depth move, but he's not impact. I don't disagree, Yuri. I think Donovan Solano is fine as, like, your third best move, maybe your second best offensive move, but you need to add one more, like, actual everyday player because he's only going to play mainly against lefties, I would say. He's not going to see a ton of action against righties. So, you guys have no quality left-handed bats besides the catcher who's a switch hitter. I mean, sure. I think Rayleigh's a pretty legit bat. I think J.P. Crawford has the potential to just get back to a career like 100, 105 OPS plus and be fine. I think that's where I would expect him to be. I can't remember who it was. Loop asked how we feeling about JP this year. I think JP as, you know, a 100 to 105 OPS plus guy, I will be happy with. That's where I would find peace of mind with JP. Because last year was not pretty. And the Mariners are a little bit right-handed heavy. I don't necessarily disagree with that statement. But I don't think JP is getting back to a 136 WRC plus. If he gets to above a 105, awesome. If he gets like the 110, 115s, that's another great left-handed bat. But Rayleigh is awesome. JP is a Gold Glove caliber guy, and that's it. Mang? Dog. I don't know how to tell you this. But like JP's defense hasn't been like that good since the Gold Glove. It was pretty rough in 22 and 23, like comparatively. He's like pretty decent. But like, I don't think that's it. You know what I'm saying? Lineup if the season starts today. What I would do if the lineup started, if the season started today, lineup that I'm running out. Victor's leading off, Julio 2, Cal 3, Randy 4, Luke 5. I'm honestly batting Donovan Solano 6. I will bat I'm just going to flip the roster resource. Like, Donovan Solano's batting 6, JP's batting 7, Haniger's batting 8th, Dylan Moore's batting 9. I think. So. Alejandro's a silly goose and doesn't know ball. It's okay. I wouldn't say doesn't know ball. I think selling Yoshida on the precipice of like a contact bat that could be good for the Mariners, I don't think that's a bad thing to say. And like saying that JP is more so just a glove first shortstop, that's what he's been a decent amount of his career. I don't think it's technically wrong. But I think I see, just looking at JP's page, 2023 is insane to me. Like his slugging was 100 points higher than like his entire career. And I don't know how he managed to do that. I really don't know how he managed to do that. Bro just banged out 19 homers and called it a day. Haniger over Garver and Moore starting at second. I guess, yeah. Haniger over Garver. That's a good point. I'd probably start Garver. Over Haniger. Ian, that's a good point. Fair point. JP steroids theory, stop it. Stop it now. You stop it right now. With T-Mobile, our lineup needs to be slappy right-handed bats with speed and left-handed hitting sluggers. You got the right-handed slap hitting part about Donovan Solano, but the sluggers not so much. I mean, Cal and Luke Raley, they're there, bro. They're there. That's for certain. I think Luke has another great year too. Luke Raley has, I think, like many Mariners fans, he has my heart. I don't care that he won't play against lefties. 129 WRC plus back-to-back years. Another one loading. I'm prepared. I am prepared for Luke to have another good year. I think we have a top 10 outfield with Julio, Randy, and Robles. Yeah, I'd say so. I think even if Robles regresses, like Julio, Randy as like a very awesome offensive duo in the outfield is great, and then Robles provides a lot of electricity. Even if he's not hitting as well, he can still make great plays defensively, steal a lot of bags, like cause chaos. Rayleigh's a rare kind that can run the bases and has power, dude. Rayleigh's inspiring. Rayleigh is inspiring. The point is we need more victors, more speed. We're going to take the World Series winning Royals formula and we're going to take it to T-Mobile. And we're going to call it a day. Minor spelling mistakes, so your opinion doesn't matter. Yeah, that's true. Any spelling mistakes in this chat, unfortunately, you've completely lost the magic conch. Like anything you say from here on out, all day Dara is gonna see, Alejandro, is BUCNH. And that's just how Daydara works. That's how his brain works. And I appreciate that about him. Bring back Suarez? I don't know if the Diamondbacks are trading him, but if the Mariners had him last year, they'd probably make the postseason, would be my guess. Rayleigh's going to have more than 10 bunt hits this season. I think if that's the case, how many Mariners fans are going to lose their mind? I can think of two right now. Jake and Colby would be very not excited about that. You know what I mean? They'd be very not excited about that. Minor speaking error, ignore Joe too. Honestly, man, yeah, that's true. That's a good point. But the thing is, it's not written. It's all just train of thought. Just blah, word vomit. No one has to worry about it, George, except for me. That's tough, Alejandro. I'm not going to lie to you, dog. That's tough. That's so unfortunate for you, bro. Rayleigh over under for triples. What do you have last year? 2? I'll set the line at 3.5. His career high is 3. I'll set the line for 3.5. He'll set his career high again. He'll go for 4. Got his ass. I think with all due respect, Alejandro, all due respect, The same can be said about the Red Sox pitching, right? Like, y'all scored a ton of runs even with missing a couple of guys. And if the pitching was a little bit better, y'all would have made the postseason, probably could have done a lot of noise with the offense, right? Like, two sides of the same coin. We need the offense, you need the pitching. The trade is Casas for Castillo, straight up thoughts. Thoughts on that. He didn't say no, chat, so I think we won. 100% on that. Yeah, like, it's like, don't get me wrong, the Mariners offense sucked balls. Or if you're Mitch Haniger, ball in 2024 for a large part of the season. And they only figured out at the end when they kind of got their they just kind of got kicked in the ass by the team firing the manager. Like, that's it, right? Casas for Castillo wasn't. Yeah, no, I know. It was always going to be expanded for that trade specifically. I agree. How have we not signed anyone major? Bro doesn't know Donnie Barrels. Eastside Real Estate. I'd like to inform you about Donnie Barrels. Donovan Solano. Since 2019. Okay? Since 2019. So this is a track record. Okay? OPS plus. 100 is league average. If you're above 100, you're good. OPS plus since 2019. Okay? 116, 127, 103, 99, 110, 112. His batting average has not dipped below 280 since then. Bro is a certified base hit getter. Okay? That's what he does. And he does it well. Donovan Solano is a major signing. For 1 year, $3.5 million with our $15 million payroll. All right, that's. You hearing me? Because sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes it's all it takes. Go Dodgers? Okay, BC. All right. Yeah, go Dodgers. You're probably going to get Roki too. Congratulations, BC. Congratulations. A deal with the Reds or Marlins, which do you prefer? If it's with the Reds, are we getting like no? Because like the Reds have already talked about like wanting to move McClain or Lux into the outfield. Give me the Marlins. Go get Otto Lopez or something. Xavier Edwards, I don't think is like super realistic. I think that'd be a lot. But give me Otto Lopez. Why not? Colton Wong had a 280 average. Nick! I'm so upset. I'm so upset right now. Nick, why would you do that, man? Donnie Barrels worth every penny when he walks off Sasaki in Game 7. Oh, absolute cinema. Scenes. Absolute scenes. Oh, that's amazing. Are the Mariners going to the playoffs this year, Joe? Nicholas Howard, man, oh man. I've said it the last 2 years that I think the Mariners would make the playoffs. So, reverse jinx, they're not making the playoffs. There you go, Nick. Sorry. Sources. Mariners are the frontrunner for Roki Sasaki. Source me. Salmon Burrito. Hello, my friend. Roki Sasaki or Joan Duran? Who you picking? Who would you rather have? Just saying. I know, Nick. I know. Some reality check. I know. You gotta keep me. You gotta keep me locked in. Yeah, that's what I thought. At least you're consistent, Mr. Salmon Burrito. At least you're consistent. I appreciate it. I appreciate that about you. Losers on YouTube correcting people's spelling. Dog, it's just like I appreciate the conversation about Yoshida and all that stuff. If you can't tell that Daydar is trolling and like we're just trolling to have some fun. Like and you started this by saying that was sarcasm kind of a vibe when you first came in here, Dr. Zalejandro. Like it is all just fun. We're just having fun. That's it, man. Daydar is a loser, but unfortunately he's our loser. We are stuck with him. I couldn't agree more necessarily. But yeah, Daydara, He's a character. He's certainly a character. Y'all acting like the Funko giveaways didn't give us Donnie Barrels. True. True. I can't wait for the first drone show to have Donovan Solano's headshot in the Seattle sky. You like me, Papa Smurf? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I was thinking the Mariners can trade Julio for Judge and JP for Gunnar Henderson. Nicholas, now you're using your cabeza. Now you are thinking outside of the box, okay? Nicholas Howard, how do we get you into the GM and or front office position? Pobo. Nicholas Howard for Pobo thoughts. Just turn on force trades. Just call up whoever you need to out there in the ether and say, hey, I need force trades on immediately. I love the spirit, Nicholas. I love the spirit. Were the Blue Jays the supposed mystery team, or is there still a mystery team? Yeah, Dedar's in Japan right now helping recruit Roki for the Mariners, actually. So if you can imagine how well he does in this Twitch, I keep saying Twitch, bro, in this YouTube chat, how well he'd be good, like how well he'd be good. Oh, I'm cooked. I gotta go. I gotta leave. I gotta get out of here at some point. I gotta go. I was trying to say how well Dedar would do at recruiting Roki, given how he acts in this chat. But I'm cooked. Go hit up our boy. Exactly. He's out there recruiting right now. So you'd love Yoshi in Seattle. Full circle moment. We'd love Yoshi in Seattle. There you go. There you go. I would like to tell you about Donnie Barrels. Sell me this pen. Okay, sell me this pen. Slaps the top of the car that I named Donnie Barrels. This mother's got so many singles in it, it's crazy. Do you think I'd be a good used car salesman? I don't know anything about cars. Kitoro Kiyomiya? I don't know how to pronounce the last name. Kiyomiya? Is that how you pronounce it? I've never heard of that person before. He hits the ball. Multi-millionaire. He gets it. That's why his name's a multi-millionaire. You cannot lie on the internet. He is a multi-millionaire, chat. Go ask him for money, not me. What about a trade? Emerson Hancock for Brendan Donovan. Eatable Sharks. That's a hilarious name. Eatable Sharks. I don't know how to tell you this. The Cardinals say no. I would love to do that trade. That trade would be amazing. Hancock for Brendan Donovan? Yeah. Sign me up. That won't happen, though. Donovan is much more valuable than Emerson Hancock. Just straight up. Don't leave. Daniel, I got to at some point, right? Spur of the moment, live stream, celebrating the signing of Donovan Solano. Rejoice. Absolute cinema. So much jubilation in my soul. But I do need to end stream here at some point because I need to eat some food and I need to drink some water. I gotta recalibrate my settings, if you will. I also need to take my dogs outside, which is the main thing that I'm kind of focusing on right now. Just pick up Roki when he's 38. So quickly here, George. Are pitcher late primes and hitter late primes different? Like, should we wait for Roki until he's like 42? It was like talking about Solano, Turner, Santana, like 37, 39, 40. Are we looking at Roki in that lens as well? Or is it a different time frame? Just a question. Bro has to eat to live. Bro needs basic nutrients. It's crazy. Donovan Solano? That's my guy. Don't need food, just the sustenance of signings. And that signing today was Donovan Solano. What number does he wear? 17, 57, 77, 39. 39 the last couple of years? Am I about to get a number 39 Mariners jersey? Mariners. What number do we think he wears? 39? I'm in. We'd need more data? True. But the only way to get more data is to do it. So we'll sign him when he's 38. I agree. Didn't change from Donovan Solano. Oh, did I mess up his name? Did I mess up his name? Has the title been wrong this entire time? No. No way. You're lying. Does it say Donovan? No one said anything. Oh, that's so sad. I had a typo in the thing this whole time? Bro. No one said anything? I've been here for an hour. I've been here for an hour. Grown ass man can't spell. This entire time I was making fun of Alejandro for seconds, and I've had Donovan Solano in the title this entire time. Oh, I'm cooked. Oh no. I changed it, so you guys should refresg. Refresg for me. Hit refresg, and then you'll see that it says Donovan now. It's been a good 2025 for me. Yeah, you're not wrong. They signed Donovan Solano and Donovan Solano. There you go. What typo? Exactly. You just got to refresg. Refresg, guys. Yeah, you're right. Trade wouldn't happen. Let's go get Justin Upton out of retirement. That should help. Let's go get Justin Upton, Domingo Santana. We'll bring back Tim Lopes. We'll have a time. Your boy is Seattle's finest spell checking machine over there. Dude, I know. He's been clocking your ass for an hour and won't tell me that I've got Donovan Solano in the title. This is unbelievable. This is insane. Never refresging? Shame. Now we just need Moncada to cap this off. That's Moncala to you. The new Mariner Mojo live stream title. The Mariners have signed Yoan Moncala. So I have to give my spot to Colby now, just the way it works. Do I get to go replace him on Locked On, though, and hang out with Ty? It's funny that you look like a bigger idiot. Whatever, dude. At least I'm not as... Never mind. Yeah, if Colby takes my spot, do I get his spot? Or is it like someone jumps, like leapfrogs to that spot? Ooh, Arson Judge is the better move. Dude. What, dude? Dude. I'm so embarrassed by Donovan Solano. Do you even know how to hit it to play the intro? Colby, hit it. You think Colby does anything during that? Bro has no idea. Bro's just sitting there. Colby doesn't know what he's doing. I get to edit for Locked On now, but no camera. It's just Ty solo shows, and I get to edit for him now instead. Juan Soda, Arson Judge, and Donovan Solano. Literally the three musketeers. Justin Turner when? Not Justin Turner. Oh, it's actually amazing. Don't be embarrassed. People make spelling mistakes all the time. Alejandro knows how to make people feel better, chat. This is so embarrassing. This is amazing. Joe Gacy? Listen, I've been called that too many times in my life. Literally answered it on their Mailbag Monday episode like a year ago. What do you mean? What do you mean? What if someone took over for, if we like switch spots? It would be funny for a week that all the podcaster trade partners for a week. A 3-team trade between Marine Lair, Mariner Mojo, and Locked On what Colby hits. Oh, okay, I got it. So if we did a 3-way trade with Marine Lair and Locked On for, say, like one episode all in the same week, what combination, like how would you power rank the combinations, right, of the existing podcasters there? Like, so me and Colby, me and Ty, Colton and Colby, Colt. Oh, there's a lot of combinations there. A three-way, you say? Three-way, I say. Like, what is the best podcasting combo there? Of like Ty plus Colton, me, Lyle, TJ. Colby, Colton, me, Lyle, TJ. It could be me and Lyle. It could be Colton and TJ, you know? Supposed to get, hey, listen, I'm having fun, all right? I'm having fun. That's okay. I think Lyle and Colby would go crazy silent. Lyle, Colby, positive versus negative. So the thing is, you say Lyle's positive, bro, sometimes when Lyle gets off his rocker on a topic or like he's got an opinion about it, like bro won't, unless you're saying Colby's the positive one. But like, listen, sometimes Lyle be going in. Lyle and Colton. I'm feeling a little hurt that I'm not being mentioned. I like being honest, like I'm a little offended that like no one said me yet. I don't know if like I think Ty and TJ would go. So like, what is this? Am I chopped liver? Am I second fiddle? I'm kind of hurt. But I get it. If anything, not Colton would need to be representative of my place. Just hope Joe has fun. Thank you, Luca. Can we actually get a Colby Lyle podcast? You'd pay for that? Listen, there's you stop it. Joe and Ty would go dummy hard. Thanks, guys. Thanks for, boosting the ego. Opinions on Willie Castro? I'm in. I'd be okay with it. I would enjoy a Willie Castro signing. Issues that you and TJ or you and Ty is just a good podcast? What does that mean? Like we'd just be like a good vibe? I see what you're saying. I think I get what you're saying. I think Ty is a 90 on the 20 to 80 scale. Ty's goated. He's a goated podcaster, that's for sure. That is for sure. I really think that would be a fun bit to do at some point during the off season next year, and I hope that we can try and coordinate it. Because that'd be fun. What would you give up for Castro? Mr. Crockett, what would I give up for Castro? We talked about it, I think 2 podcasts ago. I likened it to the Jorge Polanco trade. But with one piece less. So instead of a 4-for-1 swap, you're doing like a 3-for-1 swap. And I would do Dominic Canzone. I would do like Dom Canzone and a reliever, and then like a top 15 prospect. So that would be what I would do. It's not funny to bring up because it's just a good podcast. I get you. Yeah, like there really wouldn't be like a bunch of meme potential. I get what you're saying. That's a good point. I respect that, George. I respect that. Who's the DH now, Daniel? Right now, Roster Resources got Mitch Haniger DHing, batting 6. Garver and Haniger probably seeing a lot of the DH time, unless they get rid of one of them and they add in someone else that can be DH, or they give Donovan Solano DH at bats, or Randy Arozarena DH bats. There's options. Right now, Mitch Haniger. Think about this one Ellie De La Cruz and T-Mobile as a Mariner would be off the charts. So I think any electric player like that could like feed off of like Julio's energy. I mean, I think like Randy and Robles do that very well. Like just like they bring such good vibes, right? That, I mean, similarly, like talking about like Ellie, how electric of a player he is, that could be, you'd blow the roof off the place. Stop the presses. Mariners signed a 37-year-old infielder. Stanton is pathetic. Secular Monk, I need you to respect Donnie Barrels. Okay? I need you to respect Donnie Barrels, please. I've wanted Donovan Solano for like 3 off seasons. And we're finally getting a 280 batter who hits over 300 against lefties, who's put up a 115 OPS plus and above for the large part of from 2019 to 2024. That's my GOAT right there. Listen, 37 years old, there could be some issues, right? 1 year, 3.5 million. I'm sign me up for that contract. But I get why it's not overly exciting. I get that it's not overly exciting. Yeah, his career OPS plus is not 130. He was really bad before 2019. He was really bad before. He's got a career 97 OPS plus. But over his last 5 seasons, or over his last 6 seasons, it's definitely not that. Does anything change with us being out on Sasaki? I don't think so. He shouldn't be dubbed the savior. He's only the savior until the next guy comes in, right? And I'm just excited because I've wanted him for a while. SF Solano is special. Special. Bro, just, I mean, 330 and 326 back-to-back years? Like, holy cow. He was nuts. 328 in T-Mobile? Hey. He hits over. He just has to hit over 250 so I don't have to get a tattoo. All right? He just has to hit over 250 so I don't have to get a tattoo. We were never in on Sasaki outside of Jerry's head. We're all in Jerry's world. It's Jerry's world and we're living in it, is what I was trying to say, but I didn't say it very well. I think that's a sign that I need to leave. So I'm going to. I appreciate everyone who's here. Appreciate everyone coming out, hanging out in a free agent signing off-season stream. Unlikely situation, Mariners signing someone, but here they are. 1 year, $3.5 million with $1 million incentives for Donovan Solano to play probably mainly first base, play some time at third, play some time at second. But I'm excited about Donnie Barrels. I really am. He's a guy that I've wanted for a while. So I'm going to celebrate with maybe like a bag of chips, something like that. But I hope everyone has a great rest of their Monday. I don't know if there's a video out tomorrow. I doubt it. Don't know if there's a video out Wednesday. Doubt it. We'll see, though. We'll see. So hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day, though. Appreciate you guys coming out. Everyone that was here, chatting, specifically Alejandro and his spelling mistakes, if you're still here. Lucario with the $2, Y2K with the 12-month member, Mike gifting us a member, Zabel, $2, Mike, $2, Mike, $2 again, and Y2K with a $5 at the end. I appreciate everyone who was here. Again, I'm gonna get out of here. And smooches, bros. Smoochies, bros.